right, now let's do this in the key of D.
7, 8. Ladies and gents, it's Wednesday night. Get ready to have some fun with Ukulele Gent. Ukulele Gent, it's time to play the kind of songs that take your breath away. All about tunes, rhythm and strums, the stuff 4 strings are made out of. So grab your uke, it's almost time. Let's join Greg, Mr. Wednesday Night. Have some fun and make some friends. It's time for Ukulele Gent.
Welcome everybody to Wednesday. I'll tell you a quick story. I know you want to play music. This was a really crazy day. So I was in North Carolina just a little bit ago, and this morning I was mowing a lawn, and I encountered a nest of yellow jackets that apparently live in the ground, build a nest like in the grass, so anyway, I'm doing that, and if you're new here, welcome. And I just thought this was a crazy story. I'll try to make it quick. Okay, so I ran over them, and I didn't really realize what was happening. I felt something on my calf, and I looked down, and there was probably 200 yellow jackets swarming me. So I run away. I'm running across the street. They're literally chasing me. If anyone was watching, they probably got a kick out of it. So then I thought I was done with them, and I ran, and they were still following me. Went inside the house, and they were still following me. There was 3 that followed me into the house. So I was battling these yellow jackets inside the house. All right, so then finally that's all done. I've got stings all over me. I put some lotion on it. I don't know if I'll wake up tomorrow. I hope I do. But then I had to get to the airport. And then I got to the airport and we got on the plane. It looked like it was on time. We taxi out to the runway, and then they say some light went off. So we had to taxi back. So it was like a 2-hour delay. Then I got on the plane, and I'm sitting literally this far away from a crying baby. And that's okay. I get it. Crying babies are okay. But this baby didn't stop crying the entire flight, and the baby needed a serious diaper change. And then finally I got home at 5:45 p.m. So almost didn't make it. we almost did not have a play along tonight. Okay, so let's enough of that. Enough of my stories. Gary, you've done that with the bees. Yeah, I took a picture. But they are yellow jackets. I can't believe that they can track me and have that intent to just continue stalking me. That's really what surprised me. Into a house. They're still literally stalking me and trying to sting me inside the house. Okay, with that said, we're going to sing some songs. With that said, we're going to do a murder ballad. Hey, so we had a really good Patreon session. Yesterday, hard to believe that was just yesterday, and we talked about this song, so I'm not going to redo the Patreon session because that's what Patreon's for, but we talked about just some things to do with that, and we're going to play it. We haven't done this song here on this play along before. Alan, thank you. Be careful, Alan Levinson. Yeah, man, they're vicious. Okay. Are you ready? So I will tell you the strum. I'm just going to do this little down, up strum. Down, down, up. Down, down, up. Down, down, up. Down, up. Okay, something like that. Ready? Yole, yole. That's the best you get from me yodeling. Frankie and Johnny were sweethearts. Oh Lord, how they did love. Swore to be true to each other, true as the stars above. He was her man, he wouldn't do her wrong. Frankie went down to the corner just for a bucket of beer. She says, Mr. Bartender, has my loving Johnny been here? He's my man, he wouldn't do me wrong. I don't wanna cause you no trouble, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I saw your lover an hour ago with a girl named Nellie Bly. He was your man, but he's doing you wrong. Frankie looked over the transom. She saw to her surprise, there on a cot sat Johnny, making love to Nellie Bly. He is my man, and he's doing me wrong. Yole, ole. Frankie drew back her kimono. She took out a little 44. Rudy toot toot, 3 times she shot right through that hardwood door. Shot her man, he was doing her wrong. Bring out the rubber-tied buggy, bring out the rubber-tied hack. I'm taking my man to the graveyard, but I ain't gonna bring him back. Lord, he was my man, and he done me wrong. Bring out 1,000 policemen, bring 'em around today. Lock me down in the dungeon cell and throw that key away. I shot my man, he was doing me wrong. Frankie said to the warden, what are they going to do? The warden, he said to Frankie, it's electric chair for you, 'cause you shot your man, he was doing you wrong. This story has no moral, this story has no end. This story just goes to show that there ain't no good in men. He was her man, and he done her wrong. He was her man, and he done her wrong. Yes, there you go. A murder ballad. And sorry about the timing there. I thought I had that timed out, but I had to stop a couple times and kind of catch up on the scrolling. I am playing if you're curious what this beautiful instrument is, this is a Mayamoe ukulele. Very, very nice. I'm going to play this a little bit. I'm going to play one that was made just for me. It was a really nice gift. And I'll probably play it close too. We'll mix it up tonight. All right, next song. Someone sent me a note and said, hey, it'd be nice to play, I think it was instead of the A minor 7, it was a C augmented. So write that down, C augmented. You can look that up. Easy chord to play, and you could swap that out with the A minor 7. Sounds just a little bit different. I'm just getting the song in my head. Yep, something like that. Hello, Kathy Gibbs, playing her low G. All right, you ready? Here we go. Blue skies smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song, nothing but bluebirds all day long. Never seen the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by, when you're in love, my how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on. Hold on, doo-doo. Blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on. Okay, that's a nice one. Hey, just something kind of easy. If you're doing, let me go up to the chords here so you can see them. You've got that F minor. And sometimes that F minor can be a little tricky. It often is played on one side or the other of C. Quite often. Sometimes you'll see it with F, sometimes with C. But if I play an if I play a C with my pinky, some of you already know this, play a C with my pinky, then it's kind of easy to put those. So let me go back here, right here. So if I play that with my pinky, then I can just play this. So a C chord, F minor, C chord, F minor, C chord, F minor. You just have to kind of remember in advance to get that pinky as your C chord. And then the F minor becomes much easier. Do, 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 do. All right, we're going to do some drums. If you're here for the first time, I said that before. Welcome. So we mix it up a little bit. We'll have some collaborations. We'll do some percussions. We'll play a backing track. But percussions are fun. All right, I'm going to play one more with this. You know what? I'm going to play my close. I want to play my close on this one. Just because I want a low G for this. So, there you are. And there's our percussions. So if you're curious, this is 180 beats per minute. And let me get some chords on the screen for you. That would help. Okay, you ready? Hello, hey there, Patty Silva. Hey, Patty. So is that why you said that? I am too. She came to the festival last year, and we gave these out to the festival jamboree people. All right, here we go. If you're not familiar with this song, again, like many songs, I wasn't until recently. Someone pointed me to this and decided we would do that tonight. I'm just doing an island strum. I could do a rock strum too. Shady Grove, my true love. Shady Grove, I know. Shady Grove, my true love. Down for the Shady Grove. That's pretty much how the whole song goes, just like that. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Shady Grove, my true love. Shady Grove, I know. Shady Grove, my true love. Down for the Shady Grove. Peaches in the summertime, apples in the fall. If I can't have that girl I love, I don't want none at all. Shady Grove, my true love. Shady Grove, I know. Shady Grove, my true love. Down for the Shady Grove. Wish I had a banjo string made of golden twine. Every tune I'd play on it, wish that girl were mine. Shady Grove, my true love. Shady Grove, I know. Shady Grove, my true love. Bound for the Shady Grove. Wish I had a needle and a thread, finest I could sew. I'd sew that pretty girl to my side. Down the road I'd go. Shady Grove, my true love. Shady Grove, I know. Shady Grove, my true love. I'm bound for the Shady Grove. Some come here to fiddle and dance. Some come here to tarry. Some come here to fiddle and dance. I come here to marry. Shady Grove, my true love. Shady Grove, I know. Shady Grove, my true love. I'm bound for the Shady Grove. Every night when I go home, my wife I try to please her. The more I try, the worse she gets. Damned if I don't leave her. Shady Grove, my true love. Shady Grove, I know. Shady Grove, my true love. Bound for the Shady Grove. Fly around my pretty little miss. Fly around my daisy. Fly around my pretty little miss. Nearly drive me crazy. Shady Grove, my true love. Shady Grove, I know. Shady Grove, my true love. Bound for the Shady Grove. Bound for the Shady Grove. Bound for the Shady Grove. All right. Hi. That's a good one. First time we've done that one here. Okay. I got buttons to click and I wanted to get back to this screen. Hey, so the festival, we had a ukulele festival earlier this year here in Orlando. It's called Jamboree at Gents because this is called Jam at Gents. And it was a bunch of us getting together in person and playing music and taking workshops and watching concerts. It was a lot of fun. So we're doing it again. I think most of you probably know that. And we're sold out. I even kind of expanded an additional 15 people this year, and we sold out. So I really am so appreciative to that. It's 10 months away, so we have time to plan. sorry, you have to wait that long, but it's going to be good. And I've got some hotel information for those that are looking for a hotel. I'm going to send out a little communication after this about the hotels if you're still looking, because I think a few of you are, and we want to hopefully help you out. So let's come back here. We've done this song before. I'm going to go ahead and pick this. If you've never seen tablature before, all this means, those lines are your strings. Over on the far left, you can see. You can see over here, right? Those are your string names. And this is just what fret you hold while you're plucking that string. And you just move from left to right. So pretty easy once you kind of understand that. I just did that first little section there. Now the second batch, 7, 10, 7. And then I hit scroll and we start. I'd rather be a sparrow than a snail. Yes, I would. If I could, I surely would. I'd rather be a hammer than a nail. Yes, I would, if I only could, I surely would. Away, I'd rather sail away like a swan that's here and gone. A man gets tied upon the ground, he gives the world its saddest sound, its saddest sound. I'd rather be a forest than a street. Yes, I would. If I could, I surely would. I'd rather feel the earth beneath my feet. Yes, I would. If I only could, I surely would. All right, great tune. Hey, I think it was Mark Powers. Hey, Mark Powers. I think he was talking about the little trick. It's not really a trick. It's just a finger positioning between G and E minor. A lot of times we play E minor like this, right? E minor. And then you go from that and you're like, okay, now I'm going to go to G. And then I'm going to come back to E minor. You know, it's a lot of movement. So one way you can play a E minor is if you make a G chord, just good old-fashioned G chord. If you look at your middle finger and your ring finger, and look at the shape that's starting to make, right? Now if I take my pinky and I put it on the 4th fret of the C string, then forget your pointer finger, just ignore that. Look at the other 3 fingers. They are making an E minor. So in that song we went from what? We went from an E minor to a G to an E minor. All you have to do is this. Move one finger and just lift it and drop it. Lift it, drop it. So E minor, G. E minor, G. And that right there, if you look at the comments, that changed Patty Silva's life. So Patty, we are so glad for that. But it's a great thing. And some people always make their E minor like that. But sometimes you want to play an E minor like this, right? Because let's say in the song Elvis, the Can't Help Falling in Love, I think it's in the bridge, you go from an E minor that looks like this and you go to a B7. So it's the exact same shape, just one string up. So in that case, you might not want to make it the other way. So there you go. There you go. All right, next song. Oh, let's get some percussions here. 1 second. I need to change the drum machine. So I'm going to put a screen up and I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, there we go. So we're gonna do some drums again. Sounds like that. Hey, Melissa Hawkins. Well, Melissa, you and Patty should get together and talk about how your lives have changed. Hello, Susan Harder. One of my favorite people. Okay, so here's Lodi. So I had to get the song in my head. I usually have a little more time to prepare, but I literally was running away from yellow jacket wasps and sitting next to stinky babies for most of the day. It was a cute baby, but it really did smell. And they kept talking about how they needed the parents kept talking about, and they did that little like peek inside the diaper to see if they needed change, and then they kept talking about we should really change him. I heard that multiple times, but they never did change him. They just kept talking about how they should change their baby. All right, here we go. Verse 1. Just about a year ago, I set out on the road, seeking my fame and fortune, looking for a pot of gold. Things got bad and things got worse. I guess you know the tune. Oh Lord, stuck in Lodi again. Rode in on the Greyhound. I'll be walking out if I go. I was just passing through. Must be 7 months or more. Ran out of time and money. Looks like they took my friend. Oh Lord, stuck in Lodi again. Here we go, instrumental. B flat, B flat, F, E flat, B flat. The man from the magazine said I was on my way. Somewhere I lost connections, I ran out of songs to play. I came into town a one-night stand, looks like my plans fell through. Oh Lord, stuck in Lodi again. F, C, G, and C. If I only had $1 for every song I sung, and every time I had to play while people sat there drunk, you know I'd catch the next train back to where I live. Oh Lord, I'm stuck in Lodi again. Oh Lord, I'm stuck in Lodi again. Oh Lord, I'm stuck in Lodi again. Yes! People are talking about that. It is kind of sad. All right, so I hope everyone is having a really good week. I hope you're not spending time being chased by yellow jackets or sitting next to babies that need diaper changes. Hey, I like kids. I just like them when they don't stink. Okay, so next song we haven't done this in a couple weeks because we had stuff going on. We gave away a really nice prize from Close. We gave away one of these. And Patty Roberts, she chose the concert. I don't think she received it yet, but I think it's on its way to Patty Roberts, who won this. So again, congrats, Patty. So we were busy that week. We didn't do a Nashville numbering. So if you're new and if you haven't done this, you can find this on my Patreon page. It's there for free. You can find this all over the internet. You just look at like keys and the chords within the key, and it shows you the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So it's really easy to look at that and see. But in the key of G, we have G as the 1. And if we just count, what comes after G? Not H. A, then B, and then C. So C is our 4, and then D is our 5. So in the song, when we see 1, 4, and 5, we're talking about G, C, and D. And there really is a reason for this. A lot of times people question, what's the point of this? There really is a point. Helps you understand chord progressions better and not just memorizing. You get the feel of what the song is doing and not just memorizing the chords. It's a really nice song. Carsey Blanton wrote this after John Prine passed away. If you know John Prine, you can easily spot a lot of the lyrics are basically pulled from John Prine's songs. So she found a clever way to tell a little story and refer back to a lot of the lyrics, great lyrics from a lot of his classics. So, and it's a real sweet song. Write it down. Spotify this. Here we go. Hey, John Prine, thanks for the tunes. They were sweet as peaches, crazy as loons. You were telling us how to be good to each other. You smart-ass, smiling, aimless lover. But it's rough down here since we got the news. Might take a miracle to kill these blues. Everybody crying like a little girl in this whole wide, big old goofy world. But tonight heaven is a happier place. They were all sick of singing Amazing Grace. Now it's fish and whistle, lean on me. Everybody singing in harmony. And tonight in heaven it must be nice. They're all eating peaches in paradise. All of them angels lined up in a queue just to go fishing with you. Just to go fishing with you. Hey John Prine, just one more thing. You're the one who made us all wanna sing. You made it look easy and sound so fun. We'll sing a little sweeter now that you're all done. Please tell Betty we've been breaking down since. And Merle and Bowie and Leonard and Prince. You got a pretty good band up there, I guess. We all wish you all the best. But tonight heaven is a happier place. They were all sick of singing Amazing Grace. Now it's fish and whistle, lean on me. Everybody singing in harmony. Tonight in heaven it must be nice. They're all eating peaches in paradise. All of them angels lined up in a queue just to go fishing with you. Just to go fishing with you. Just to go fishing with Jesus and Petty and you. Right? Man, that's a good song. So the more Prine, the more John Prine you know, the more references you see in there. Pretty cool. All right, let's come back here. We've got a really good group tonight. Again, if you're here for the first time, you're going to like this group. It's just got great people. We do this every week. If I didn't make it, if my plane had been delayed, just FYI, I was going to just make a Facebook post, send out a little communication, and just say we were going to do it later. So 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, which might be inconvenient for many because you know, might live in Europe. Anyhow, but we try to do this every week. Nearsighted Lemon McKay. Hey, KJ. All right, let's go to the next song here. Oh, this is going to be fun. So I said I was up in North Carolina. Melissa Hawkins has posted a couple times, and Melissa Hawkins lives where I was. I was in Asheville, the Asheville area, and I got to get together with Melissa and play some music. And anyway, we recorded this next one. So the song is, if you could read my mind. So you're still going to play along. Chords and lyrics are still going to scroll. The only difference is we recorded this a couple days ago. What's today? Wednesday? I think we did this Sunday. Anyhow, here it is. Let me get this ready. Let me start the scroll, and here we go. Here is Melissa Hawkins.
We're on.
1, 2, 3, 4.
If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just like an old-time movie about a ghost from a wishing well, in a castle dark or a fortress strong, with chains upon my feet. You know that ghost is me, and I will never be set free as long as I'm a ghost that you can't see.
If I could read your mind, love, what a tale your thoughts could tell. Just like a paperback novel, the kind that drugstores sell. When you reach the part where the heartache comes, the hero would be me. But heroes often fail. Broadway script. Enter number 2, a movie queen to play the scene of bringing all the good things out in me. But for now, love, let's be real. I never thought I could act this way, and I've got to say that I just don't get it. I don't know where we went wrong, but the feeling's gone, and I just can't get it back. If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just like an old-time movie about a ghost from a wishing well, in a castle dark or a fortress strong, with chains upon my feet. But stories always end, and if you read between the lines, you'll know that I'm just trying to understand the feelings that you lack. I never thought I could feel this way, and I got to say that I just don't get it. I don't know where we went wrong, but the feeling's gone, and I just can't get it back. Yeah! Melissa, very well done. Most of the collabs I do I'm a little square, but that was in person and kind of fun. So Melissa, great job. Great job with that. All right, what do we have left? This is flying by. We have 2 more. That's it. 2 more songs. I will say, so for those who are new, obviously you're here, so you know where this occurs. This occurs on the Ukulele Gent Facebook page. And the only thing I really use that for is to make posts about this, maybe a couple other things, but it's not for collaborating. It's not for sharing information and you all posting things. But we have another site called Jam at Gents Facebook group, and that is, we want you to join. We're not really selective, but we're not trying to make that a massive group like a lot of ukulele groups, which is fine. But we're not trying to do that. We want people who are part of Wednesday. So you're asked a few questions. Terry, if he didn't already, he'll probably post the link for that if you want to join. Obviously, it's a Facebook group. It's free. But it's cool. And then we have a thing called a 6-day challenge where you pick one of those songs from that week, and then you practice it, you record it, then you post it, and then other people can see what other people are doing. So it's a lot of fun. And there it is in the comments right now. Terry put the link. So that is the Jam at Gents Facebook group. And again, our festival is called Jamboree at Gents. Okay. Again, I did not really, a couple of these songs I played through, but some of these songs I've not played in a while. My advice to you is if you ever have an internet play along, make sure you practice the songs before you do them. Turns out way better. I'm going to do this with a little Chuck. So something like that. Now, you will see some fast chord changes, especially the second 2 lines of the chorus. Everybody's talking about a new sound, funny, but it's still rock and roll to me. Right, so it's a lot of movement. We'll do that one more time. Everybody's talking about the new sound, funny, but it's still rock and roll to me. Hey, Terry just posted in the comments he's on a 10-second delay. If anyone is ever having issues, you can back up Facebook a little bit. And what that does, it allows you to be like Terry said, he's 10 seconds behind, but it gives his computer, gives everything about 10 extra seconds to buffer properly so there's no hiccups. So if you ever have a problem where it's glitching or hiccuping, I don't mean real hiccups, you know, you might try doing that. Just hit the little rewind button on Facebook and you'll be 10 seconds behind or 5 seconds behind the whole time, but you won't even know it. Nothing will change for you. It'll seem like it's live. Okay, are you ready? Yeah, Tim. Yes, it's to bleep out the profanity. Here we go. What's the matter with the clothes I'm wearing? Can't you tell that your tie's too wide? Maybe I should buy some old tab collars. Welcome back to the age of jive. Where have you been hiding out lately, honey? You can't dress trashy till you spend a lot of money. Everybody's talking about the new sound funny, but it's still rock and roll to me. Yeah. What's the matter with the car I'm driving? Can't you tell that it's out of style? Should I get a set of white wall tires? Are you gonna cruise a miracle mile? Nowadays you can't get too sentimental. Your best bet's true baby blue continental. Hot funk, cool punk, even if it's old junk, it's still rock and roll to me. I'm flubbing that one chord, aren't I? Here we go, bridge. It doesn't matter what they say in the papers, 'cause it's always been the same old scene. There's a new band in town, but you can't get the sound from a story in a magazine aimed at your average teen. We'll talk about that D sharp and after we're done. How about a pair of bleak sidewinders and a bright orange pair of pants? You could really be a Beau Brummel, baby, if you just give it half a chance. Don't waste your money on a new set of speakers. You get more mileage from a cheap pair of sneakers. Next fave, new wave, dance craze. Anyway, it's still rock and roll to me. I'm going to tell you about switching ukulele sizes after this too. What's the matter with the crowd I'm seeing? Don't you know that they're out of touch? Should I try to be a straight A student? If you are, then you think too much. Don't you know about the new fashion, honey? All you need are looks and a whole lot of money. It's the next fave, new wave, dance craze. Anyway, it's still rock and roll to me. Everybody's talking about the new sound funny, but it's still rock and roll to me. All right, so for the last 5 days, I played a concert-sized uke. And that was fine until I came straight here and picked up a tenor. And my brain and my fingers have kind of gotten used to concert spacing. My recommendation, you can do whatever you want, is don't do that a whole lot. Find a ukulele that fits you. And stick with that ukulele. If you want to get multiple ukuleles, a high G and a low G, stick. And maybe you're different. Maybe you're better. Probably are. But really, your brain, if you don't give your brain the ability to memorize where the frets are, there's slight differences between concert and tenor. Okay, the other thing is that D sharp. You're like, I don't know how to play a D sharp. Okay, so I'll show you this. So most play D like this, right? 2-2-2-0. And when I say that, I mean 2 on the first, the G, 2 on the C, 2 on the E, and then open. 2-2-2-0. But we can also play a D like this, where we're barring the second fret completely, and we put our pinky on the 5th fret of the A string. Slightly different sounding. It's got that higher note, but it's still a D. So if you know that that is a D, if you understand the fretboard just a little bit, if you know that that is a D, all I have to do is move it up 1 fret. And that is a D sharp. Right? So, and once you start understanding the shapes and that they're movable, you can start to realize that you know lots of chords. You just kind of have to think like where they are. So if you know how to play a D, all you do is just 1 fret up. And there you go. And there's more information like that and more on Patreon. So if anyone's new and is interested in taking some live classes online and having backing tracks and tutorials and percussions, all kinds of stuff, I have a Patreon page that does that. All right, one more time. I'm going to, I'll be right back because I have to change the drum machine, but I will be right back. Okay, I meant to play this a little more, and I probably need to tune this. If you've never seen this, someone made this custom. They made this for me, and if you look at that, that is inlaid. I've showed this before, so if you've seen this, sorry, but if you haven't seen it, I'm always quite amazed by that. Here, let me go bigger here and really show this off. So that is inlaid wood. It's really trying to get that there. That is inlaid wood. But that, and there's people in there. People that are part of Wednesday are inside there, printed out on a little label. But this right here, this is inlaid wood too. All this, I mean, it's just amazing. And of course, that is me. Yep. I've got my face in a sound hole. But I love it. It's really, really cool. But I have to tune it real quick. So if you haven't tuned, tune. Take a moment and tune. We'll do one more song. G, do, do, do. That's pretty good. Okay. One more. There we go. There. Okay. Right. We could have all done that, hopefully. Hopefully you're tuned. If you're new to uke, you should tune regularly. It's not something you just do when you get the uke. Oh no, that is not the drum beat. All right, one more second. That's what we want. And we want that to be a little faster. 1 second. It's been a long time since we've done this song. If I completely get the melody wrong, forgive me. I think I know it. Okay, let's get some chords up on the screen. You ready? A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Came in late last night, I stood, and baby of mine wouldn't let me in, so move it on over. Move it on over. Move over, little dog, or the big dog's moving in. She changed the lock on our front door. My door key don't fit no more, so get it on over. Scoot it on over. Move over, skinny dog, or the fat dog's moving in. This doghouse here is mighty small, but it's better than no house at all, so ease it on over. Drag it on over. Move over, old dog, 'cause the new dog's moving in. Not to play around, but I done let the deal go down, so pack it on over. Tote it on over. Move over, nice dog, 'cause the mad dog's moving in. She want me once, she want me twice, and I don't take no one's advice, so scratch it on over. Shake it on over. Move over, short dog, 'cause the tall dog's moving in. Move over, short dog, 'cause the tall dog's moving in. And the drum machine is supposed to stop when I hit the button. And sometimes it doesn't. All right, that is it, folks. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday. If you're here again for the first time, come back. Tell your friends. We do this every single week, for the most part, 7 o'clock Eastern time right here. But we're really glad you're here. And I love seeing the comments, and I just love the friendships that are formed and just the fun that is had. I really do. So hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you come back again, all of you. And for all those that did buy tickets to the Jamboree, thanks. You're going to not regret that. You're going to have a lot of fun. We got a lot of cool stuff that we're planning. So have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend. And we'll see you next Wednesday right here, 7 o'clock, right here. All right. Take care, everyone. Goodbye and take care. Ciao.